Hey guys, my name is Bando. This is Brooks Bando, and today it's Monday, and we have the next update in our Rofen 9 adventure. So, for those of you who've not watched any of these videos so far, the Battle of Rofen 9 is a narrative-based challenge or kind of a little bit of fun that we and some of the guys on Discord are having, where basically everyone's building a new army and we're starting with 1,000 points, which is set around this narrative of the Battle of Rofen 9. Rofen 9 is a planet that's declared independence, trying to set itself up as an independent trade hub, and that's gone as well as you can think. So it's a basic free-for-all. Everyone's in here left, right and centre, beating the piss out of each other, stealing what's not nailed down, and basically this is just looking at how everyone builds their armies in a different way, what's important to them, how they go about painting, building, how they do list building, but also giving the guys a chance to kind of build some fluff for their armies, a little justification of what they're doing, why their characters are there. So this week was the guys were given the challenge to get one full unit completed. The whole thing. Now, not everyone's managed it, so we're not going to cover everyone. And some people have got, are going to have to pull back. Sammy, for example, has just moved house, and obviously he lives in an area that's been quite badly hit by the weather in America, so he's got a lot of repair work to prioritise, and that's fine. Real life takes priority. But that's part of being in this hobby. Sometimes you can't keep up because you have real life to deal with, and that's absolutely fine. When he gives us updates, we'll share the updates, and we're happy to have them when we get them. So let's take a look at what we've got to start with. And first up, we've got some of Kianor Organis' Sons of Horus, and his Sons of Horus are based on the what's it called? It's not Legions. It's the Collected Visions, Horus Heresy Visions artwork, which was the pre-game. Basically, before Horus Heresy was a game, they did an art book which was based on the stuff from the Black Library novels, and they had a lot of Horus Heresy, or lots of Sons of Horus, depicted in dark grey with red gauntlets, and that's what he's gone for here. Now, they're not all 100% finished. They need, touching up here and there, and obviously the Vexelia guy is missing his head, but they are more or less done, he says, which is great, So we've got some nice sort of metallic look to them. They've got a very nice sort of barbaric look, mixing in some like Chaos Space Marine parts and some 3D printed Mark II parts. He's got the really nice gem work on the Eye of Horus there, or the Eye of Terror as it's actually known as. Nice bit of foreshadowing there from GW's writers. And, they do have that nice barbaric Sons of Horus look to them. So, really good work here. Can we zoom in? Yeah. You can see, lots of spiky shoulder pads, some good use of different marks of helmets in there, some Angelus backpacks. You can see that Eye of Terror I was telling you about. So, really nice, really aggressive sort of despoiler squad. Quite happy with these, really like the look of them. So, really nice work there. It's a 10-man inductee squad, so I think they are absolutely spot on, and when the army is complete, that's going to look really, really good. So, next up, this will be Mitch, and Mitch has a section of Solar Auxilia allied to his Ultramarines, and these guys, very close to my heart, because they're very similar to my scheme for my Solar Auxilia. There is something about Stormtrooper Auxilia that just looks really great. And nice storm section, good solid white colouring. Nice clean bases. They do look like they are, taking part in a boarding action or defending some underground bunker or something. I really like these. Nice uniform. There's nothing to really drag your eye away from them or anything, which is absolutely fine, because you kind of want that sometimes for line troops. You know, the Sergeant's got some nice detailing, the Vexelia's looks good. Everything's nice and clean, which is an absolute affront to me. They need to be covered in chipping, they need to be filthy, and you need to do loads of freehand. So 0 out of 10. No, these are great. Again, as a full army, they're going to look really, really impressive. Next up, we have Cilia Sodus with his Death Guard, and all the heaps of praise I put up on this when we had his first 2 test minis, I will repeat here. Everything looks great. The lens glow on the eyes is really cool. The way that the bases look, that they're like sucking mud, looks really nice. Not too much damage, just enough to kind of really accentuate how these guys look. The Vexelia looks really cool. He's even got their little tactical decals in there. And then obviously he's got decal work on there, which is always nice. And it's a really nice shade of green as well. It's not too bright. It's not kind of too pale or anything. You see that quite regularly. A lot of like very bright yellowy greens in there. But no, I like that. That's a really nice... what do they call it? It's almost like a British racing car green. I like this guy. He looks cool. So yeah, nice mix of armour marks. Absolutely canon Mark 7 helmet for the traitors now. Bad GW. Nice basing work, you know, with bits sunk into the mud and the wood and like duck bills. Or duck boards, sorry. So yeah, no, I really like that. Good work. Good posing on the models. I do like the power scythes. So nice. You know, this is a really solid entry. And I'd be happy to play against an army that looked like this any day of the week. Really shows, you know, you get an army that looks like this, fully painted, and it really shows that you've got sort of a level of respect for your opponent. So, great work there. Silius, you know, really, really, really proud of that. You should be very happy. Kenny's Kenny. Bro's amazing. We've seen his Thousand Sons before. The unit's now finished. This is his kill team. His Night Lord's going to be his main part of his force. And he's just started those, so he's not really got anything to share for those yet, but really looking forward to seeing how he goes forward with them. Great blend of parts on this. Everything I've said about this before stands. Still love the rotor cannon guy. He's still my favourite. These two here, rotor cannon and the walking guy. I think because they used less of the 40k kit than the others, but you know, this sort of champion guy, and especially the pose on this guy, I really like the guy at the back. So yeah, nice work. Really great, lovely glossy colour. Ooh, a little bit of overspill you could touch up there, but yeah, no, really good. The basing works really nice as well. I need to have a word with you and figure out how you did that, because those look suitably dusty. Right, Gojira's next with his Mechanicum, with his really nice Archmagos. So he's got this really nice, chunky, very horror kind of inspired, you know, you can tell he's kind of going to unfold, and there's something inhuman and monstrous under that robe, and I really like it. He's got the servo skulls to show act as like wound counters for it, which is really fluffy, and a great way of kind of elevating the narrative feel of that. You know, it's all great, you know, having like a dice as a wound counter, but this is thematic. It fits in the universe, and it shows us sort of a step up, a better level of kind of effort, in my opinion. You know, it's you're not just making do, you've actually thought it through and gone, oh yeah, this guy's a really tough character, I want to give it a load of wound markers. And yeah, he's going to be surrounded by a little swarm of servo skulls. He's a tech Magos, you know, he's gonna have that sort of thing all around him, and it's a brilliant way of doing it. He's obviously finished his thralls as well, so you've got the full unit of thralls. We've seen those before, and they're really, really nice. So you don't often see Mechanicum in blue. It's a very weird colour for them. Not a bad colour, just not particularly one you'd see very often. The only suggestion I would make is possibly look at breaking up the blue with maybe some checkers or some banding, you know, like a black edge to some of the cloth, or a checkered edge, or a tan, something like that, just to give it a little bit more, a bit more detail, a bit more kind of variation to try and take the eye away. Because if it's just one colour, it all kind of blends together. I struggled here. I couldn't quite tell what these were on the side. And I mean, I know now that I've seen it from other angles that they're shoulder pads, but straight on it, I struggle with that a bit. But I like it. He's very inhuman and horrible, and I think you should be really proud of this. Looking forward to the other kind of monstrosities and things you create. So that's what we've had from the rest of the guys. So let's have a look at what I've got finished. Give you this one. This is just another work in progress that I wanted to show off from Mitch. Just this absolutely fantastic Praetor. He's Kitbashed from Tybalt Mar, and what a brilliant blue that is. That is a really nice, really deep, lovely glossy blue. That is parade dress ultramarine right there, and it's fantastic. This model looks great. You should be really proud of that. So looking forward to seeing these guys finished. Let's have a quick look at what I've got. So you guys have probably seen these already multiple times. They are finished now. They are just awaiting basing and varnishing. But yeah, nothing's changing on them. It's literally just coat of gloss, coat of matte varnish, and then adding their base and some weathering powders, and that'll be it. I've got the bases. I'm just trying to find some sticky tape so I can stick them to a piece of cardboard so I can prime them all in one go. So yes, first assault squad, 10 men, power fist on the sergeant, 2 Fenrisian axes. I've gone for a lot of like face paint on things, markings everywhere, lots of red, trying to keep nice warm colours for these guys, but really limiting myself to a few choice kind of warmer tones. Quite proud of this guy in the middle. A lot of people seem to like him. Very happy with how this shoulder pad, for example, came out. Also very happy with the sergeant. I think he looks really nice, quite imposing. Only part I'm not too fond about is the quality of the sculpting I did on his belt. But, you know, that's it. A couple of close-up shots for some of these guys. A bit hard to see some of the details, unfortunately. But yeah, quite happy with how these guys come out. Looking forward to doing the second squad, which I've just started building myself. Then we have my Esoterist with his glowy hammer. The hammer's not as great as I'd like. I've never been very good at doing like glow effects, so it's something I need to work on. The grenades probably could use a little bit of a touch up, maybe a bit more of some definition, some more contrast on them. I might just take some silver and just do some wear spots on there. But yeah, everything else on him is fine. I was, you know, happy with his glowy eyes. And then the apothecaries, they're all done. I've done some freehand on them in places. Added some red. Obviously they've got some white on them as well to signify that they're the apothecaries. Yeah, other than that, they're all finished, all done, just needing basing. So that's it. That's what we've got. I'm probably going to... We'll do another video on next week, Sunday or Monday, and hopefully get finished models from everyone by then, which, you know, no pressure or anything. and I want to see people's plans for what they're going to work on next, and also I'm going to see if the guys can write, a piece of fluff. Like, what's their first like day or so, on Rofen, and we'll go from there. See how people get on. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Pop them down in the comments below. If you have any feedback, or if there is anyone's models you want to see more of. Not just my stuff, if you want to see more of, Gojira's Mechanicum, or Kinor's Sons of Horus, Mitch's Ultramarines, or anyone like that, just, pop a request. I'm sure the guys will be happy to share some more photos. If you have questions on how things are painted, I can forward the questions on to the guys, and we'll get you an answer. And, come join us on Discord. And, we'll be happy to, help with any feedback or anything else you have on your forces. So thanks as always for watching, guys. I really appreciate everyone who sticks through these videos. I don't know what else to say, really. So thanks for watching. I will update you shortly. Have a great day. Bye.